afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken Molestina.
And I'm Karen Borda. Thank you for joining us for CBS 11 News at 4. We begin this afternoon with growing outrage over an encounter between a police officer and an 8-year-old boy in Syracuse, New York.
Get off your bike. Get off your bike. Hey, 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 hey. I wanted you. Get off your bike.
A bystander filmed the officer holding the child's arms from behind and putting him in the back of a patrol car. Police say the boy, who is black, was being taken home, not arrested, after allegedly stealing a bag of chips. But authorities are still reviewing body cam video, which has many people questioning what happened and why. Now, this happened as police across North Texas work to build better relationships with the local communities they serve. Now, this viral video from halfway across the country could make community policing harder. Our Robbie Owens looks into the impact it could have here.
I've spoken to several local police departments today, not wanting to comment on camera, not wanting to appear to criticize another department without knowing the whole story. Still, we all know that social media doesn't wait for context. It only takes a few seconds of cell phone video to reinforce old stereotypes and create a police public relations problem from New York to North Texas.
What is y'all doing?
The video, recorded by a bystander, shows at least 3 Syracuse, New York police officers with a sobbing 8-year-old boy, his hands restrained behind him as he's put in a patrol car. The stranger offers to pay for the chips and got this in response.
You're stealing stuff. If he breaks into your house to steal something. Nah, man.
Syracuse police are investigating and later said the child was never handcuffed or arrested, and the officers were simply taking the child home. But thanks to social media, that is not what the world sees and what has continued to be shared. The video viewed some 6 million times within a matter of days. Explanations notwithstanding, people believe what they see.
You know, that image is powerful, and you can't undo what you see.
And experts say videos like this are another boulder when police are already shouldering a very heavy load.
That visual effect on that 8-year-old across the United States is going to be very real. And so to me, the trauma, the legacy, for a lack of a better term, and the impact that this will have on the community, on good cops that are trying to do a good job, that are going to be tainted by virtue of what this portrayal of this one instance, has already had all over the country. Is historical and detrimental. This is going to be played out over and over and over again.
We will continue this conversation ahead at 6 as we share more about what local police are doing to write a different narrative of community policing than what you'll likely see on social media. In Dallas, Robbie Owens, CBS 11 News.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Doug Dunbar. Welcome to CBS 11 News at 6. We're going to start with that video. It's an 8-year-old being detained for allegedly stealing a bag of chips, as I mentioned. Drew immediate reaction from criminal experts and families here in North Texas when they saw it. Robbie Owens spoke with them about the impact that video has locally.
What is y'all doing?
The video, recorded by a bystander, has been viewed some 6 million times in a matter of days. It shows at least 3 Syracuse, New York police officers with a sobbing 8-year-old boy, hands restrained behind him as he's put in a patrol car. A stranger offers to pay for the chips he's accused of stealing and got this in response.
You're stealing stuff. If he breaks into your house to steal something. Nah, man.
Syracuse police have since released body camera footage and insist that the child was never handcuffed or arrested and the officers were simply taking the child home. But social media rarely waits for context.
And on top of this, why do you need 4 cops?
People believe what they see, and Joshua from Dallas doesn't like what he sees.
And even if they are 100% right in everything that they do, they have this brand PR problem that they refuse to address.
And experts add that the impact will be felt in communities from New York to North Texas.
Images are very powerful, and the impact that this will have on the community, on good cops that are trying to do a good job, that are going to be tainted by virtue of what this portrayal of this one instance.
Bounty hunters, no.
We have quite often over the years chronicled the efforts of local police to build those bridges while they have time.
This is absolutely where you have to start.
And before social media writes a different narrative.
I want to know if their job was fun, because I'll probably want to be one when I grow up.
Regardless of the explanation, what people see and what they will share, it's just a bad look for police.
It's huge. And it is, keep in mind, it's not only a local impact or a nationwide impact, but it's a global impact. You're looking at people around the entire world looking at that video, scratching their heads and saying, this is the way American law enforcement treats a child. First impressions are everything. And in this case, the first impression through social media says it all.
In Dallas, Robbie Owens.